All right, welcome back, everybody. It's A Press again. I'm joined here with Quadopine for the last run of the day.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have Blossom is gonna be running AGAG, all grubs, all glitches. Super fun category. I'm so excited to be able to commentate this year. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be an awesome run. Hopefully we'll get some new runners of this because it's a really fun run.
Yeah,
Super unique.
Blossom's put a lot of work into Blossom and Quado too. Put a lot of work into routing this category and finding strats for a bunch of rooms and stuff.
Yeah.
Very, very good. I think before we get started, it's probably a good idea to explain some of the things you'll see right away. Blossom's going to be starting out with a glitch called God Home main menu storage. So as you see, they are currently loading into a God Home save file. They're going to move forward far enough to get a hard save that puts them on the bench. They're going to go
どうだ
back to the main
おっさん
menu,
そうだブラボー
do something called main menu storage, which is going to let them load the God Home save file into a brand new, like normal overworld save file.
Yeah, it's a
And this
lot
is,
happening at once.
yeah. And this is going to do a few different things. First of all, is they're going to have like all movement and all spells, all charms right from the start. They are also going to have bench storage because for a second there they were sitting on the bench at Godhome. And based on the timing that you load into the second save file, you can either have no clip or yes clip. The way they're doing it here is specifically to have no clip. So you'll see they're going to be able to fly around and just like go through collision.
Yeah, also note that you have to be, well, it's much easier at 60 FPS to do main menu storage and also some other tech as well. So Blossom will be running at 60 FPS this whole run.
Yeah, so right away, taking advantage of the bench storage to put on charms while flying over Dirtmouth with the C dash. Um, Taking special care to hit that lever because we're going to need it later on. Um, so I think we want to explain some quirks that are going on with no clip right away. Um, so you're able to C dash pretty much wherever the game thinks you're on the ground. What the game thinks is on the ground can be a little finicky. Um, you'll see at some points where it looks like the knight is just kind of walking around like normal. Blossom has something called airwalk, which is basically like the game still thinks you're on the ground. So while you have airwalk, you're able to dash around, basically do all the kind of things that you could do while you're on the ground. And there's a few things that we can do to get out of airwalk. One of those is just tapping C dash when you're away from the ground will cancel airwalk. Another is casting spells.
Another one is
I'll
nail arts, and you'll see Blossom use that a lot as well.
Yes.
Dash slash it to down dash is pretty common in deck.
Blossom is hitting this whispering route here because we're going to need a little bit of essence for Dream Gates later on. For some reason, God Home save files start you with one essence, but we need a little bit more than that for this run.
I believe that's so you can dream gate out of like pantheons. It is a very strange quirk.
Yeah, there's a lot going on at once here. Blossom's doing something in this room. It's already gone, but it is called transition storage. With bench storage, you can open your inventory during a load, and the game will kind of put you in a state called transition storage. One of the things it does is it lets you fall a lot faster, and you can do that like with a down dash from Dash Master to move super quickly. It is very risky though, because while you have transition storage, you're not able to do wings or spells or then like a few other things. So if Blossom misses the transition when going for transition storage down dashes like that, it's just a soft lock.
Yeah, I think we see about 3 or 4 more of those in this run. Blossom's very practiced with these though, so hopefully won't be any soft locks there.
Yes. Yeah, it's super impressive to be able to do glitch runs in a marathon like this. like any run with this much no clip and stuff, there's always some kind of danger with soft locking.
Sure.
Um,
Like,
it
Blossom makes it look easier, but you can soft lock in literally any room in bush runs.
This next room, Crypts, is especially difficult. Some enemies, namely these, what are they called? The mummified husks?
Yep.
And like the great husk sentries have like slopes built into them. So if you try to dash into them, they can like push you up or down, like away from all other geometry. Also, most of Crypts is in the dark unless you go out of your way to break the floors and walls.
Which Blossom did.
Yes.
I respect the safety.
Yeah.
Because otherwise the Crypt is very scary.
I think we explained a bit of the basics of no-clip movement.
We are missing one thing about going through upwards transitions.
Yes.
So the reason we didn't save that grub and peaks at the very start is because if you have no clip and go through an upwards transition, you like hard lock, not just soft lock. You have to quit your game entirely. So the routing is like very focused on like starting the troops and going down, so we don't go through any downwards upwards transitions. Yeah, and you'll see like in certain parts we'll lose no clip intentionally to go through upwards transitions.
So now that we're here in Kingdom's Edge, Blossom is going to leave a Dream Gate right there by the Acid Pit. After we save the Collector Grubs, we're going to come back here. And so once you use the Dream Gate with no clip like this, you're going to lose no clip, so like collision will work normally again. But there's going to be a different way that we can get no clip, and it's going to be Dream Gate no clip. Which you'll see Blossom will set this up by first getting transition storage. They're then able to down dash into the acid and they're at the bottom of it. They fireball to lose transition storage and they go back to their Dream Gate. So now this is going to give them no clip again, but it's also going to give them Dream Gate invuln. So they will no longer like take damage from enemies or like interact with hazards or anything like that.
Yeah, Spikes is like the big one. Oh. Blossom having a bit of trouble with that grub.
Yeah, it's another grub that's in the dark can be kind of hard to get. Yeah, so having like invuln and no clip is really nice because you can just go through enemies and stuff, but it's also even easier to soft lock with because there's less things that can like hit you and save you.
For sure.
But yeah, just going around to all of these grub locations, saving them really quick. At this point, Blossom is going to go ahead and save and quit and load right back into the file. So there's kind of something specific with the setup earlier. You'll notice we wake up at the King's Pass hard save. Because we never sat on a bench or got close enough for the game to save us to a bench, Blossom is able to still have bench storage here, even though you otherwise wouldn't. And go ahead and Dream Gates back to that one that we said earlier in the acid to get invuln and no clip again, so that we can get down into high for these two grubs. And you'll see making sure to set a Dream Gate.
That was a good recovery, but Blossom now.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we didn't explain some of the more like nuanced parts of no clip movement. You only get like one down dash and one wings, like same as the normal game. And in order to get more, you need to either get airwalk again to like land on the ground or pogo an enemy or an object or something else like that. So sometimes you need to make very minute adjustments in order to get airwalk again.
And here we'll see an example. This grab is actually locked by two upwards transitions, so we need to lose no clip to get it.
Which is why
we're
we
gonna
need
get
to
it back
set that Dream Gate before Hive.
Yeah, but we're gonna get it back pretty soon. You can get Dream Gate invuln like anywhere where there's acid basically, or there's water. so you can do it in lots of places. We'll see it in green buff later as well.
Yeah, and as you might have guessed, being able to have no clip makes a lot of grubs a lot faster. So you want it as much as you can.
Yep, so we're going to use this acid right next to the drench to get back our Dreamgate invul.
And just hitting straight into Isma's Grove to save this next grub.
I love killing the bell players along the way.
Yeah, it's very fun being able to just fly through enemies when you have invul and no clip. Very satisfying. I'll go ahead and start explaining in advance a kind of extra glitch trick that's going to happen soon. If you use 2 dream gates in one save quit, the game kind of bugs out with the exiting dream transition. There's other ways that it can happen too, but here it's because of using 2 dream gates in the same save quit. So when Blossom uses the dream gate next, the screen is going to be completely white, but they will still be able to have control. So they're going to try to save the dive locked grub with the white screen. So they like have a very specific setup to do it without being able to see anything. Yeah, so you need to pause, unpause to give yourself control back. They're going through they just went through the downwards transition, and I don't have sound, but they should be able to hear if they save the grub or not.
I'm sure they got it.
Okay, nice. Oh no, does it look like they didn't? Because they're not doing MMS again, so I think that means they missed.
Oh,
the...
no.
Oh no, they did right. The bench here. So yeah, we're using Blossom's using this time to go save the peak mimic grub. This is why they made sure to hit the elevator lever earlier, but also purposefully going down the bottom of Dirtmouth so that the game hard saves them to the bench. The reason why they need that is they're going to do MMS again, and in order for the main menu storage to give them bench storage, they need their save file to be like saved on a bench. If they still had the KP hard save, they wouldn't be able to get bench storage with this main menu storage.
Yeah, if I try to do MMS without a bench, it would do some funky stuff.
Yeah.
And it would soft lock your game, so.
But so they're doing MMS again. It's going to be a little bit different this time. Instead of getting no clip, they're purposely going to get yes clip. Because they want to go to the left, like the top left up to clips, which is an upward transition. So you need to have yes clip.
And we see early control there. Just to skip going all the way around through King's Pass.
They do a trick there where you open your inventory while you're coming out of the downwards transition, and you fall down into there's like a hazard respawn plane at the bottom of the level, and so the game tries to put you at the location of the King's Pass hazard respawn point, which just happens to be the same coordinates as up there where Stagnest is. So it just brings you up there with transition storage.
And we also saw some out of bounds movement there, skipping that huge cliff room entirely. And this is actually an NMG trick. Dash slashing that grub is possible in NMG on current patch as well.
We're going to see now another example of setting a Dreamgate in Acid to get back Dreamgate no clip and invuln. So Blossom made sure to get transition storage coming into the room so they could do this. And we're back to floating flying room.
Nice. Dreamgate invuln is like, it's pretty easy, but you can still screw it up if you jump early or late.
Mm-hmm.
It's important you get it first try, otherwise you have to quit out and then you won't have your bench storage, which is pretty useful. But dive's only possible because of the acid in the room.
Yeah,
Otherwise-
otherwise you would keep falling forever.
Diving with no clip is pretty sketch usually.
Yeah, I know we've seen it before. It's possible to do dives with transition storage, and you keep control during the dive, which lets you move around like left and right while you're diving, but also lets you cancel it with a dash. Which I don't forget if we see another one.
We will towards steepness. I believe Blossom does another one.
Okay, yeah. So keep an eye out for that one. Yeah, with no clip and airwalk, you can just hold jump and fly up like that. What you're seeing.
I think Blossom got the right transition there. If you hit the other one, it's really bad because you can't go back up.
Yeah.
I wish I could do frogs like this in my runs.
Honestly. I mean, they have no clip, so they're able to just go through all terrain.
Yeah, they can do anything.
This room is a little specific. You need to move far enough to the left so the game doesn't think you're in the arena and lock the camera, which can be pretty annoying.
So they'll go below the transition, then wings up into it. And then another transition down dash here. This one's really scary actually. Oh, they got it. Nice.
Nice. Yeah, you like really need to know where the transition you're going into is, or you just soft lock with those.
That was a clean room as well. A base stand can be a little annoying because the outs, like the mummified husks, will push you. But as long as you know where they are and you avoid them, then it's fine. And Blossom does.
We're gonna see another quit out here, and gonna be doing MMS again. And this time they're gonna be going in with no clip again. And they're gonna be doing a different way to give themselves Dreamgate invuln, since there's no acid pools or like water immediately available in King's Pass. There's a different way that we can use to do it. Basically, what they're gonna want to do is I'm trying to think how to explain it, but they're going to use transition storage and read one of the like lore tablets. And that's going to let them get control back during the middle of a dream gate. And then they will just go through the transition like as the dream gate is finishing.
Yep, it looks super weird. So the dream gate gets cancelled like that, but they do have invuln right now.
Yes.
Very funky tech, very cool tech. And the reason they want invuln here is because the deepness spikes are bullies, and if you don't have invuln here, you'll have a big trouble with them.
There's another trick Blossom did there, which we will see another one of called a super slide, where or sorry, not super slide.
Dash storage, I think.
Dash storage, yes, that is what I mean. Where you dash and then pause the game like in the startup of or like while the dash is going on, and you just keep that momentum you had for like the rest of the room until you reach a transition, basically. Something to note with that, if you mess up the timing, it's possible to get walk storage instead of dash storage, where you'll just keep walking in like whatever direction you were going. It's also possible, if you're not moving at all, to just soft lock and get standing still storage, I guess.
Yep. And if you miss a transition at all, you'll soft lock.
In this next room, there's the purple mushrooms here in Fungal. If you pogo off of them, you never stop moving up. So unless you have some way to save yourself, like if you made sure to save your dash, it can be pretty scary and possible to soft lock with them.
Very much traps.
Yes. Yeah, saving these last few deepness grubs now. And like Blossom really does make this look effortless, but
Yeah.
doing the no clip movement like this, it's like so much practice has gone into it.
That room actually might look easy on paper, but for some reason the ceiling in that room has a lot of floor. That's a term you only hear in glitched. The ceiling has a lot of floor. But yeah, it's very strange.
Yeah, and the problem with the ceilings having a lot of floors, basically like it can make it hard to lose airwalk, and you can't down dash while you have airwalk. So you kind of get like stuck in the ceiling almost. You need to go like higher up for it to let you do a down dash.
Also, another thing about those dives is hot springs don't count as water. So they did have to cancel their dive with the dash there. I believe this is the last main menu storage we do in
Yes,
this run.
this is the last MMS.
Yep. Yep. The grubs that are left are some crossroads grubs, city grubs, and one waterways grub.
Yeah.
Yep.
I hope everyone's ready for Mordant the Ancient. Blossom has their splits for the run. They have AI generated grub names, and there's some very fun grub names. Mordant the Ancient is the Crossroads Spike grub, and my personal favorite.
I do like that.
And yeah, once again, using bench storage to change charms during the C-dash there. Something we also didn't say, with bench storage, if you open inventory normally, you will soft lock your game. But by doing it in the middle of another action, like a C-dash, you're able to make it so you can keep control out of it. These Huskars are another example of enemies that can push you through the floor and can be pretty annoying.
Look at that one dies to like 2 nailets and sharp shadow, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that speed earlier, that was another dash storage, I believe is what you were saying. What's wrong with dash storage is if you use it with a sharp shadow dash, it goes just at the speed that sharp shadow does. So you can move super fast with it.
No. This is a glitch moment. Okay,
Oh,
did find
they're
some
able
walk.
to save it. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, geometry can be odd where you get airwalk in some places and not others.
Yeah.
Sometimes it helps you, sometimes it doesn't.
You'll notice we take or Blossom's gonna do what might not be an intuitive route through Sanctum, but remember it's because you can't go through upwards transitions. So you need to take a path that only goes through horizontal transitions.
Yeah, and nice little hazard respawn there. Just to get on the ground.
Yeah, luckily the hazard respawn positions will, I think, always put you on the ground. I don't know if there's any exceptions to that.
Yeah. I hope not.
Hit a quick Soul Master Phase 2 cameo.
Yeah.
If you come in through that bottom transition, he's just already diving.
Oh, nice. Got that walk.
That was a good airwalk, yeah.
Yeah. You can soft lock in the room pretty easily. I can confirm. Oh, and I imagine Blossom's gonna do this transition down dash here as well.
I'm sure, yeah.
This one's very scary. They nail it though.
Oh. And getting down to our last few grubs here. You're gonna see Blossom go into this room to make sure to set a dream gate behind or on the other side of the like lever wall there, the lever door. And that's because we're gonna lose no clip when we dream gate to it. So you need to make sure it's on the side of the door that you want to be.
Unfortunately, our last grub is upwards transition block grub. So we will be ending the run without no clip.
Be a little tricky here to find the ground so that the game will let you do the dream gate.
Luckily, water is a great way to get airwalk back.
Yeah.
Alright. And we have our last grub. And Blossom played so well this round.
Yeah, this is so solid.
Didn't soft log a single time. Really impressive stuff.
Yeah, it is not easy to complete a run of this category.
Yeah. And Blossom made it look really easy. There we go. GG.
GG.
Really
I think
well
we'll
done.
go ahead and let them know if they want to come in for a quick interview. If anybody has any questions or anything to ask Blossom about, feel free to let us know.
Oh, and I believe Blossom is visiting grub by the house.
A fun quirk of doing like God Home MMS is you don't actually like pick up the geo, so you can just pick up like infinite geo from Grub.
Yep.
Also, welcome Blossom.
GG Blossom.
That was a very good run.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was 2 seconds behind my PB, which is my
God.
PB
Oh, wow.
is like insane. Yeah.
That's really good. Wow.
Good
Yeah, you
feed.
played so well.
Aw. I was pretty proud of that.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was amazing.
Really clean.
We saw you went for all the like transition storage, down dashes, and everything. Like I knew you were
I
going
had
to, but it still scares me.
I was so like close to my like PB. I was like, what if I just PB'd in HK65?
Yeah.
And I didn't.
That was with the safe strats in crypts too.
That was, yeah, if I
Yeah.
had just done like the non-baby strat, I probably would have PB'd. Assuming I didn't soft lock.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome. I don't know. I feel like I don't even know specific questions to ask because everything just kind of went.
Yeah, it was so clean.
Yeah. Actually, there's a question somebody's been asking. Blossom, are there any good like tips or things you can say to people who might be interested in learning this category or glitch categories in general?
Well, I will teach anybody basically. Although a lot of people have asked me and just like didn't follow up. So if you ask me, DM me. Yippee.
Blossom
But,
is also a very good teacher of glitch runs. Like everything I know about glitch runs, I learned from Blossom.
Me too.
I
taught
feel
me this whole
like-
category.
AGAG is like a good place to start though with God Home MMS. I started with TAG, but it's there. There are some cursed categories that I wouldn't recommend starting with. This is a pretty chill one, especially if you go for like the babier strats than I would.
Noodles is asking, how long did it take you to learn / develop the route and to complete a run?
I mean, I think I came up with like the concept of AGAG in like late 2021. And then me, Saxus, and Shy just sat in VC together as I like ran through and we tried to decide what the route would be. And then one of us posted and misglitched, and then people started actually running it, like 5 brainer in it. And then we made some developments, and it's I don't actually know how long it took for us to like come up with like a solid route that like stuck, but a few months maybe. I'm not sure. It was a while ago. And we've still been making like optimizations. I mean, Quado came up with some cool stuff.
Yep.
So like,
everyone in
oh, you go ahead.
everyone in chat is asking for a grub noise, Blossom. Oh, I did also want to mention. So yeah, AGAG is currently only on the Quack sheet, but you should talk to your local neighborhood SRC mod and tell them AGAG boards when, because it should be on there.
I agree.
Sylvie's asking, what's your favorite trick to perform in Hollow Knight? I'm
That's a hard
guessing
one.
specifically glitch tricks, probably, or glitched
Glitch
or
or
otherwise.
otherwise.
I mean, I am a huge no clip fan. So, but I guess like the act of getting no clip isn't necessarily what I'm like. I don't like. I'm not obsessed with getting Dreamgate no clip. I just like no clip movement. So having no clip, I guess. Elevator storage is really fun. I like that. Yippee.
Yeah, awesome run, Blossom. Is there anything else you'd like to say, to add?
Chat cute. Com's cute. Yippee.
Awesome,
You're
yeah.
super cute. No. Yippee.
But yeah, I think that brings us to the end of the HK 6-year meme day. I don't know if Sylvie wants to come in to say some closing words or if we should just finish it out. But yeah, there's going to be a whole bunch of more runs tomorrow. Make sure you follow if you aren't already to catch those. I see Sylvie's in here if you want to take over.
Sorry, hi. Yeah, please join HK6Y tomorrow. It starts.
Yeah, no worries,
Okay.
Noodles.
Oh, good.
Okay, hello. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Tap the restreamer. It happens. But yes, please, come back tomorrow in 10 hours from now for the regular HK6Y. There's going to be so many amazing events and runs happening. I believe Blossom is also going to be running, and are you two running? I don't remember. Sorry.
Me and
Quad
AP
and I are
also
both in
also
the
running.
relay.
Yeah.
And AP and Quado are in the relay, so like you can't miss that. Anyway, I gotta give huge, massive shout outs. One to Noodles. They've been here the entire time. This entire 9.5 hour stream, restreaming and doing everything, any mistake or not mistake, sorry, any technical difficulty, they've came in and fixed it. And it's just thank you so much. It's amazing. Huge shout outs to Sierra Kura for making all of these layouts that you've been witnessing, even that last one that was just so beautiful and precious. And thank you to Nerf for letting me do this. It was an amazing experience, and I'm so happy that I was able to pull it off. um, so yeah, that's the check out Lacrit. They did this beautiful HK 6 years art. And if you're interested, maybe commission them. But anyway, that's all from me. Thank you so much for the wonderful day, and I will see you guys tomorrow.